राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद भजमन राधे 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 गोविंद भजमन राधा गोविंद राधे राधा गोविंद राधे भजमन राधा गोविंद राधे 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 again one more राधा गोविंद राधे राधा गोविंद राधे ओ राधे 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 गोविंद भजमन राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे भजमन राधे 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 गोविंद राधे गोविंद भजमन 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 राधे गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे 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 everybody everybody one more राधा गोविंद राधे 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 राधा श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ की, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद देव की।
Hare Krishna, everyone. Happy Valentine's. Today we have very few people today. Everybody celebrating Valentine's. Kaja Mataji, today no data. Not going out.
Not
Already
date.
done yesterday.
Yeah, not date, Mataji. It's a celebration with friends, me.
Oh, okay. So yesterday cover already lah quota.
Sudah habis.
So Mataji, did you all get any information about your online graduation for this course? It's on next Saturday. Should be after 7 p.m. Any news from the admins, organizers? Why, Mataji, you're not available? Are you not available next Saturday?
So fast, 18 days?
So I don't know whether they will inform or I'm the one supposed to inform you also. But I haven't gotten the, the official announcement.
So what do we do for it? I mean, as in, oh, okay, so we wait for the announcement, is it?
Yeah. There's some sharing from the participants, sharing from the facilitators, very short speeches. I'm sure somebody will approach maybe one or two of you. And what else? Yeah, the agenda, they will bring it up later. Soon, coming soon. So keep yourself available on Saturday. It should be after 7.
Yeah, I thought I saw Vijay Mataji. Okay. I waved and she went off. Okay.
Oh, hi. You waved at me.
Waving at everybody. Hi.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Sorry.
No, I saw you first, then I said, hey, she's missing.
No, I thought Kasturi Mataji was talking something, so don't want to disturb.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No worries, I chatter all the time. No problem.
That's okay. It's nice to chat. It's lively.
Hey, no Valentine, everyone.
Yeah, we are here. We are loving each other here.
Come, I show you what we have in our house.
What do you have there? I can't see anything. What is that, Mataji? What happened?
It was a garden. My daughter put all this mats, picnic and lights and.
Oh, okay. 7:30 already. Wow, we have the lowest participant number today.
Yeah, Valentine's.
What's happening?
All the childhood.
Valentine Day, I think.
Maybe. Hopefully they come
All
soon.
gone for party.
Party time.
But important, graduation is coming, so attendance is important.
Jom masuk. Jom masuk.
Mataji, I know this might sound a bit weird, but do we have exams or tests,
No,
to graduate?
Mataji. No.
Please don't encourage exams. Please don't encourage exams.
No, it's to be on the safe side because already every day she's like giving us quiz. So mana lah tahu, towards the end you got a bigger quiz.
No.
இல்ல,
Only graduation. Only
Exam is so
celebration.
scary.
Only celebration, okay? So I saw chapter 12's results. Not so good. So many salah. Why? Okay, I will check. Bindu Mataji, I will check. I will check if you all have done the quizzes.
So Mataji, another question. So we got 18 tests. So if we don't do 2 tests, we don't graduate.
Catch up on your quizzes, Mataji. You
I
cannot
knew
catch
there
up
was
on your
a-
attendance,
Oh my
but you
God.
can catch up on your
Ladies and
quiz.
gentlemen, that was a trick question.
For a little while, I nearly panicked, man. Choo.
That is her sweet way of saying, you don't do tests, you don't get cert.
But that's the requirement, 80% attendance and 100% quiz. I think it's mentioned in the announcement also. The announcement for you to update your data accurately. Yeah, so that's the part, okay? Okay, I have few more slots for the slokas, so we will go impromptu. Okay, you're expert already. Okay, no need to worry. Yeah, yesterday's exam. Now, my Mataji, Khwaja Mataji, for the benefit of those who didn't attend yesterday, that have come today, I will go through the recaps very fast. Then you can get a glimpse of it. Okay, let's go. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody, welcome. Okay, I'm recording right. Okay, welcome. I will skip this prayer today because later for Gita Mahatmya, this sloka will come again. So let us pay obeisance to our Lordship, Lord Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, with their nice dress, Gauranitai. Okay, today's prayers by Saras Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Sakturunmilitam Yena Tasmi Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Idin Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvesesa Sunyavadi Pashanya Desasarini Jaya Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadahara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Viranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Right. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, we start pray our obeisance to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Gita Mahatmya today. I don't have a recital for today's Gita Mahatmya. Anybody? Or did I send to somebody? Today is, I was so busy, I had free Google Zoom meets. Anybody would like to recite today's Gita Mahatmya? Bindu Mataji, how are you? Okay, Bindu Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Gita Mahatmya. Devaki Nandana Krishno Gita Patnehi Tushyati Yatha Vavidayar Danina Yagnatirtha Vrata Divihi. The son of Devaki, the Supreme Lord of Krishna, cannot be satisfied by anyone's study of the Vedas, charity, sacrifice, pilgrimage, or vows, as much as he is satisfied by the devotional recitation of the Gita.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, so he is very satisfied with the recitation of Gita, with all of us. So he's satisfied with all of us. Okay, for a change, I have a video on Gita Mahatmya.
There was a young man who had just graduated as a scientist, and he went to Trivandrum and he was about to join the Baba Atomic Research Center. And so, as he was on the beach in Trivandrum, he saw an elderly gentleman sitting there and reading Bhagavad Gita. So the young man was quite an atheist and non-believer. He approached this elderly man and said, "Why are you wasting your time reading this Gita?" And the old man said, "Well, I'm very much fascinated by the mystery unraveled by the Bhagavad Gita, and so I'm studying it." The young man said, "There's no point. You are simply wasting your time. And if you are coming from a scientific background, then this has absolutely no use at all. I'm a scientist, and so I can say that ultimately all the answers are in science, and no point studying this Gita." The old man smiled and he asked, "Well, young man, what is your background and what's your profession?" And the young man said, "Well, I'm a scientist and I'm just going to enter the Baba Atomic Research Center." And then at that moment, suddenly a car came there, and the car had lights on top, and it looked like the car for a very special government official. And the old man said, "I have to go now," got up and started walking towards the car. As he was entering the car, the young man got little bewildered, came close to the old man and said, "Who are you, sir? I didn't recognize you. What's your name?" And the elderly man said, "My name is Dr. Vikram Sarabhai." And the young man was bewildered because this was the person who was heading the Baba Atomic Research Center. He was the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission. And in this way, here was the most respected scientist in the whole country. And this young man was giving him lectures on science and Bhagavad Gita, and not to read the Gita. And so he turned to the old man and said, "Sir, you are such a big, eminent, prestigious scientist. How is it that you are studying the Gita?" And Dr. Vikram Sarabhai smiled at him and said, "Well, if as scientists we are fascinated by the creation, I am simply trying to understand the mystery of the Creator. And there is no better book to understand the mystery of the Creator than the Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha." Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "I am the ultimate creator, and knowing this, the great souls serve me with devotion."
Okay, so Dr. Vikram Sarabhai was the guru of Abdul Kalam in aerospace technology. Okay, so
there was a young man.
Okay, recap from yesterday. So there were 6 questions. Arjuna asked Krishna 6 questions. What is nature? What is enjoyer? What is the field? What is the knower of the field? What is knowledge? And what is object of knowledge? Okay, these are all in the first couple of slokas. So, and then we learn 24 elements. like this, right? Panchabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether. And then 5 knowledge acquiring senses. So if you remember, these are the senses that you use to perceive the world outside, to acquire knowledge, okay? You use your eyes, your ears, nose, tongue, skin, all right? And there are working senses. They are voice, legs, hands, anus, genitals. Now, so you use this. Now you use this knowledge acquiring senses, right? So correspondingly, 5 sense objects: form, sound, smell, taste, touch. Okay, next we have subtle body, 3 elements, okay? Mind, intelligence, false ego. One thing that we did not cover yesterday is this pradhana. That's the one that we're gonna cover, 3 modes, okay? And then these are the 24 field of activities, okay? And then we went through the summary yesterday. The field means the body, and the 24 elements also come here, all right? Field of activities. And then we got to know there are 2 knowers. One is our soul inside our body, and also super soul who is also in our body. Knowing this, that is that knowledge, okay? Understanding the relationship within the field, the activities, and these 2 knowers, these are the knowledge. So why do we know this? Because for us to understand the interaction between soul and super soul. This is the object of knowledge. And then nature, even though Arjuna's first question, the first term that he used is nature, Krishna explained little later, that also in very brief, very summarized, okay? So it will be elaborated today. Material nature, living entities. Finally, he spoke about enjoyer. Enjoyer, I'm sorry, I think it's Purusha, okay? Right, so first section, again, I repeat, karma leads to bhakti. Second section, the gradual process of bhakti to pure bhakti. Now we are in the third section, using knowledge, jnana yoga, to bhakti. Okay. So this is how we recap yesterday. Sloka 1 to 7, it covers the field, the activities, the knower of the field. Then 8 to 12 is the process of knowledge. There are 20 items. Okay. The most important one is devotional service. And if you can't remember the 20 items, at least can remember 10. Humility, pridelessness, tolerance. So like this, there are a lot of good qualities under this. So these are all knowledge, process of knowledge. And then we learn the relationship between soul and super soul. Okay. Finally, Kritti, nature, enjoyer, interaction. This is what we're going to go in. Okay. So I also told yesterday that, oh my God, echoing again. Let me see, I have already closed all my browsers. Okay. Okay, let me do what I did yesterday. Hare Krishna. How about now? Over to hang on, yeah. I'm trying to, what did I do yesterday? I can't end and I don't have option to leave. Is it okay now? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything.
Can hear, Mataji, can hear you.
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna share. Okay, I will share now. Oh dear. Hare Krishna, is that okay now again? Is it okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare.
Yes, it's okay now.
Prabhu is okay now, it seems. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we went like this, right? We recap sloka by section by section. 8 to 12, process of knowledge, 20 items. 15 to 19, object of knowledge. 20 to 26. Okay, yeah, this is what we're going to see. Yeah, I was saying at the end of the class yesterday, if it's very difficult, not everybody is wants to take the path on Jnana Yoga. Okay, so the good news is that just by simply hearing from authorities about Krishna, we can take up that path. Okay, we can transcend this path of birth and death. Now, this verse is what I'm going to use to link chapter 13 to chapter 14. Okay, the living entity in material nature thus follows the ways of life, enjoying the 3 modes of nature. This is due to his association with that material nature. Okay, thus he meets with good and evil among various species. Okay, so you can see that we tend to follow different ways of life. Why? Because we are functioning under 3 different modes of nature. We will see what is that. Okay, why this is happening? Because as a soul, we are pure. But when it comes to the contact with the material nature, we tend to assume different behaviors, different characters, because the modes of nature is working. Okay, so yesterday we spoke about 24 elements. 24th element is the unmanifested form. Okay, remember the pradhana. Okay, now this is the main sections of this this chapter. We're going to learn conditioning. Conditioning means how these modes bind us to this material world, which means how these 3 modes of material nature can bind us. Okay, can influence our activities, can bind us in this vicious cycle of birth and death. Okay, how we are bound to this. Okay, I will briefly take you through the characteristics and actions, but the important focus here is what happens if we die in these 3 different modes. What happens when we die in the mode of goodness? What happens if we die in the mode of passion or ignorance? Okay, and how do we transcend this? Transcend means how do we overcome this? Because they are not good to be permanent. Okay, they are not good for us. All right, so 14.1, Prema Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Param Bhuya Pravakshami Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam Yajnavat Pamunaya Sharve Param Siddham Ito Gataha. Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Again I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection."
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Now, Krishna always gives this opening. I shall tell you. Now, hear me. This is how Krishna opens. So now he's saying, I shall declare you this wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. Means by knowing this knowledge, even sages have attained the supreme perfection. Okay, so Now the first section talks about how Krishna is the source of everything. Okay, so the chapter starts with the supreme wisdom, even the sages that have taken. Okay, 14.4 Paramis Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sarvayonesu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahatyonir aham bija prajapita. Translation: it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, very nice, Mataji. Even though I didn't send you the audio, you did it very well. Okay, yeah. So Krishna is saying here, I am the seed-giving father. So this is a very important sloka where Krishna says that from him everything comes. Okay. I mean, there are various slokas that Krishna say, I'm the source of everything. I'm the source of the creation. I'm source of the spiritual material nature. Again, he is reinstating that I am the seed-giving father. Okay. And he's saying all the species of life is made possible to appear in this material nature because of me. Okay. So this is the introduction. Krishna is saying everything comes from him. Okay. So, all right, we go to 14.5. Ajita Mataji.
Okay. Bhagavad Gita 14.5. Sattvam rajastama iti guna praktip sambhavaha nibatnanti mahabaho dahi dahinam avyayam. Translation: material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes.
Right, thank you, Mataji. You also, with the audio, you can do it. It's very nice, Mataji. Okay. Now, Krishna is stating this three modes here. He's revealing. Okay, so pay attention, yeah. Sattvam, goodness. Sattvam sometimes is also called sattvic. All right. Rajas means passion. Tama, sometimes they use tamasic, sometimes is tamo. So all that is ignorance. Okay. So when the pure living entity comes in contact with the nature, comes into contact with these modes, to become conditioned because of these influences. So the comparison is given just like our basic colors, primary colors, red, blue, yellow. So we can say that none of us can be purely in Rajas, purely in Sattva, or purely in Tamas. Okay, I use English. Yeah? We cannot say everybody is, somebody is purely in goodness or purely in passion, purely in ignorance. There's always mixture, purple, orange, sometimes got all. Sometimes we have goodness, sometimes we have passion, sometimes we have ignorance. Okay, so this is the illustration how these three modes playing with us here. Let me see. Yeah, here also here. Okay, so they are pulling. We are like puppets in their hand. Okay. Okay, so these are the important terms. Again, Sattvam is goodness, Rajas is passion, Tama is ignorance. How we become conditioned? Okay, where is the word? Okay, this condition, what does it mean by condition? Binding up, bondage, how we are bound to this world. So there's always combination of three modes. Okay, like I mentioned, we are pure, the soul is pure, but when it comes to contact with nature, we become conditioned. So for each of these modes, we will see how we are conditioned. Okay. Okay, I don't have anybody for 14.6. Anybody? Wayang kulit. Yeah. The world is a stage. Yes, Mataji, Vijay Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Bhagavad Gita 14.6. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam sukha sangena batnati jnana sangena chanaga. O sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others, is illuminating, and it frees one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge.
All right. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Okay. First, we are going to goodness. Okay, ready? Yeah. Now, the goodness generally is good. People say, so what's wrong with being in mode of goodness? Okay, let's learn characteristics of this goodness. So what kind of characteristics are there under goodness? You have knowledge and happiness. These are the two main characteristics of goodness. Characters of the modes of sattva guna is purer than the other two, ignorance and passion. So these people, they have knowledge with them. Why? With that knowledge, they will not commit sinful activities. All right, definitely somebody who has knowledge, definitely they won't indulge in abominable activities, right? For example, they do charity or pious activities. It gives them happiness. Okay, one important example that we give for goodness is teaching. All right, they find happiness in that knowledge. So generally, people in this mode, they teach. So that is the quality, that is a Brahminical quality. A Brahmana, just like how they are very learned person, they teach, right? That is their job, isn't it? So they are in the mode of goodness. But they are still bound to the material world. How? Because by feeling happy, by being knowledgeable, by not indulging in abominable activities, by not committing sinful activities, they find that that is the end of it. I do not need to do anything more. Okay, I don't need to try harder to transcend that. Transcend means overcome that or go beyond that. Okay, right. So every mode is conditioned. This is very important to note. Okay, a Brahmana or a teacher or like a, see the example here is Brahmana, scientist, philosopher, poet. They have this knowledge that, they have knowledge. I have knowledge. I'm happy. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, I'm happy. So that way he becomes conditioned. That is a condition. All right. Why? So the flip side is the people in mode of goodness is bonded by the sense of goodness and knowledge. They think it is sufficient with the knowledge and happiness that they have. Actually not. So we shall see why. Yeah? So let me just explain this to you. So when a living entity is situated in the mode of goodness, he becomes conditioned to feel that he is advanced in knowledge and is better than others. So in this way, he becomes conditioned. The best examples are the scientists and philosophers. Each is very proud of their knowledge, and because they generally improve their living conditions, they improve their living condition, right? The way they think, the way they behave, they feel a sort of material happiness. The sense of advanced happiness in conditioned life makes them bound by the mode of goodness of material nature. So this is how it binds them. As such, they are attracted toward working in the mode of goodness. And as long as they have an attraction for working in that way, they have to take some type of body in the mode of nature. Thus, there is no likelihood for liberation or being transferred to the spiritual world because they are complacent already. I got nothing else to do. So what happens to this kind of people? A successful philosopher may take birth again as a philosopher. A successful scientist may take birth again as a scientist. Same goes to a poet. So like this, repeatedly, they become entangled in the same disadvantages of birth and death. So it's kind of tough to transcend if we are in mode of goodness because we are complacent and if we don't have the knowledge. So today I heard an example. There was a talk that, Ravi Shankar, right? He's such a prominent sitar player, right? So apparently he took 9 births and he came again and again as a sitar player. All right. So it's pretty dangerous if you do not have the knowledge that is given in the Gita to transcend that. Like, it's not a maximum. People think that's maximum. I'm fine. I'm good. I don't engage in bad activities. I'm fine. You know. So that's not the end. That's what Gita is saying. So we'll see why. Yeah, like I already explained to you, because you tend to come again. Like today, I want to share quickly one. I saw one girl today, 7 years old. It's an interview, a short video. So there's a TV anchor interviewing her, and they also interviewed the mother, and she memorized all the 1,000+ Tirukural. You know, it's 1,300 something, right? So from 1 year, 5 months, she can start saying Tirukural already. Yeah, 1330. Did you watch that video, Mataji? It was circulating today. I was so amazed. The mother started teaching her when she was 5 months. She was teaching her grammar. So the moment she started talking about 1 year, 5 months, she can tell the Tirukural fluently. So I was thinking, oh my God, what kind of pious activities she has done in the past, but she's such a scholar. She's scholarly person already. Now she's 7 years. And if you just tell one word, can you give one Tirukural with wealth? So she can say all the Tirukural that starts with wealth or concerning wealth, you know. So it's amazing. Okay, 14.7, we are going to the passion. Also, I do not have reciter. Anybody? Jaya Sangara Mataji, I never heard your voice. Would you like, can I request you to read? You can just read, no need to sing also. What do you think? Okay, anybody else? Kajay Mataji, can?
Bhagavad Gita 14.7. Rajorakatmakam vitti Trishna Sangha Samudbhavam Tannibhatnati Kaunteya Karma Sangena Dehinam. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings, O son of Kunti, and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive actions.
Thank you, Mataji. So now Krishna is talking about mode of passion. So we want to know how this mode of passion is born. It's born out of unlimited desires and longings. So this is the characteristics. Okay, I want to keep doing something. Okay, achieve this already. I want to, achieve something more. And 14.2 also explain the characteristics also great attachment to fruitive activity, intense endeavor, uncontrollable desire, and hankering. These are all characteristics or symptoms of person in passion mode of passion. So how, the next question, so what is wrong with this? Isn't it good like that? Isn't it? We always, see she's very passionate about her career. She's very passionate about this, passionate about that. Right. So how does this mode condition us to this material world? All right. So it makes us work very hard. It works very hard. Like sometimes you see alcoholics, but workaholics, they don't have time for anything else. Always want to make money. So they have this intense endeavor. So this way, it binds one to material fruity actions. You do something, you get result. You do something, you get result. So the sense of achievement overcomes them, and they continuously want to do that. So they enjoy this sense gratification. In spiritual terms, can passion and desire be explained as the same meaning? Yes, Mataji. I mean, desire is like a desire. Having intense desire is the characteristic of mode of passion. So mode of passions, example, these are desires, intense endeavor, hankering. These are all characteristics, right? Okay, thank you, Mataji. So like this, what happens later when you keep doing this? It may lead to misery. I mean, it will lead to miseries. So that is the result of activities under the mode of passion. Okay, so mode of passion characteristics, I repeat: unlimited desires, longings, hankerings, attachment to fruitive activity, uncontrollable desire, What else? Intense endeavor. So have I mentioned that? Yeah. So that's how it binds us to continuously engage in, it binds us to this material nature, binds us to this cycle of birth and death through our intense desire to be engaged in material fruitive activities. So let me give you some examples. Attraction between male and female is due to mode of passion. For now, I want a TV 40-inch. Okay, later I want 60-inch. Oh, after that I want LED. I don't know what else, what other TVs are there. So like this, they always work harder and harder for prestige and honor without knowing the destination or goal of life. Okay, nowadays we have lots of advertisements or commercial using this term passion. Restaurant, come and taste the passion. You have to transcend this, Mataji. It's either you dovetail that correctly in working in Krishna for Krishna, or you transcend this. So we will see how later. I'll give you some examples. So what else? What else? Car commercial. Get behind the wheel and feel the passion. You know. So these are all advised to be not very auspicious. So we got to be very cautious, not to be overly attracted. Now, what is the danger here? So when you work a lot and then you get a lot of money, with lots of money, you want to enjoy. That's called sense gratification. And then what happens? If it's so uncontrollable, people get into intoxication. There's other kind of enjoyments, you know. So there are high chances people in mode of passion degrade to ignorance. Okay, I just want to read that. All right. So we need to pull back to goodness. So the passion is in a very dangerous situation. If you do not take care of it, it will degrade us to ignorance. So we have to transcend we have to go up to goodness. Okay. So what else? Hankering for material enjoyment, sense gratification, one's honor in society, nation. Okay. 14.8. So we are done with I've covered all these terms, right? Unlimited desire and longing. Yeah, desire is here, Mataji. Because of this unlimited desire, the mode of passion is born. Sri Krishna has already given the answer here. Okay, these are the characteristics. Okay, 14.8. Any volunteers? Pushpa Mataji, may I request you?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can?
Tamas divya nana jambidi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabis tannibatnati bharata.
Nice, Mataji.
O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode are madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice, Mataji. Okay, so let's make a quick recap to goodness and come back. Okay, look at this goodness, yeah. So goodness, how does it bind us? Through happiness and knowledge. How mode of passion binds us? Through material fruitive actions. How does ignorance bind us? Madness, indolence, and sleep. So Krishna already mentioned here, which bind the conditions. So it binds someone in madness, indolence, sleeping, laziness. So it's totally opposite to goodness. Goodness is happy, in knowledge, not ignorant. Okay. So other characteristics is mentioned here also. Darkness. And then there's more described in 14.13. Darkness, inertia, madness, illusion. So sometimes it's repeated here. Okay, but in 14, Krishna gives the characteristic or symptoms in more detail. For example, in passion, the characteristic is great attachment, attachment to fruitive activity, intense endeavor. Okay, so like this. So every mode has their characteristics. I think some can be common sense, but some we need to see, we need to distinguish because we may get mixed up with passion and ignorance. Okay. Passion means you want to do, you want to do, you want to do. Ignorance, you don't want to do. So lazy. Okay, that's very easy, like that. Yeah, so there are people sleep for 10 to 12 hours. That's indolence. They are totally mad. That's called madness. We just keep working day in and day out without seeing what is required and what is not required. Like the drug addict does not want to face it. See, that's what here in their own world. So everyone gets into this bodily state, madness, indolence, and sleep. A person in this picture has taken drugs and slept there. He doesn't know that it is wrong. Okay, so how do we apply this? So madness is, everyone is dying, but people are madly accumulating money and not caring for the eternal spirit. Lazy, not interested when invited to associate for spiritual understanding, some good activities, okay, and oversleeping. So this is all ignorance. Actually, all the important terms are here. I'm just explaining only. Okay, so here some summary is given, but I decided to do a recap, another slide. So you can just take few seconds to look at it, okay? So there are three modes here: goodness, passion, ignorance. So after this, I'm going to ask questions so you can put your answer in the chat box. So there's binding force. What are the binding forces? Okay, like a person in happiness, in goodness is bind to this world because he's always happy, he feels satisfied. I wouldn't say always happy. He finds happiness in his activity that he's doing. He has knowledge and he feels superior. So with this, he feels proud. And then because he doesn't have that knowledge to transcend that, he keeps coming back again and again and again. Yes, he gets biased results. Okay, what is the characteristics? A person who's under mode of goodness, they have knowledge and they do not commit sinful, they do not have much sinful reactions. Okay, and then we have passion. What is the binding force here? The attachment, right? The attachment to fruity activity. They keep want to do something. So when you do activity, you know, right, there's karma, right? So there's always karma, vikarma. So it's a circle, it's a loop. You are stuck in that loop. And then rope of desire and attachment. Okay, if you can remember one or two words, all right? So what are the characteristics? Everything intense, great attachment, fruitive activities, intent, desires, longings. But this passion will lead to miseries, okay? Frustrations, miseries. And then ignorance, we have the binding force is madness, laziness, sleepiness. All right, so what is the character? Delusion, darkness, madness, inertia. The result is foolishness. So the goodness, the result is pious, is good, yeah? Passion, misery gives misery. Ignorance, the result is foolishness. Okay, ready for recap? How many modes are there? Three. Right. First, what do we cover?
Goodness.
All right. Next.
Passion.
Very good.
Ignorance.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mataji. Next, we have binding force. So how? What are the binding forces for goodness? Okay. Yeah, we have binding force, we have characteristic or symptoms, and we have results. Okay. Yes, sense of happiness, satisfaction. Very good, Sarus Mataji. Remember satisfaction, knowledge, superiority. Very good, Pajay Mataji. Okay. Next, under passion, what are the binding force? This one very simple. Got two only.
Unlimited desires.
What else?
Longings.
Attachment to fruity activity, rope or desire, attachment. Very good, Mataji. Rope of desire and attachment. Sounds the same. Okay, next we are going to ignorance. What are the binding forces? Just I need 3 years.
Ignorance.
Madness, laziness, sleep. Yes, very good. Sorry? Yeah, that one we are coming to the characteristics. So now we are going to characteristics and symptoms of goodness. How the people, what are they so happy about? in mode of goodness?
Satisfied.
Okay, satisfaction is here. Actually, it's pretty similar, so it may overlap. Okay, yes, knowledge and no sinful reactions. Correct, Sarasmataji. All right. Yeah, happy. So basically, it overlaps. Okay, and behaviors in passion, under passion. Anything. Intense, unlimited desire. Intense, yes. Want to achieve more. Greedy. Sorry?
Complacent.
Complacent is in goodness because they find that they got nothing else to improve in their life. So they are complacent here.
Oh, no, we are under passion.
Yes, yes.
Is,
Correct. Okay, you all. Sorry? Sorry?
Attachments to action.
Satisfaction?
Attachment to actions.
Yes, okay. Look here. Great attachment. Yes, you all are correct. What else? Intense, unlimited desire logging. Yes, very good. Correct. Apa lagi? Fruity activities, anybody? Okay, correct. Now we go to ignorance. This one a lot, right? Pretty much similar. Delusion, correct. Some more?
Madness.
Yes, correct.
Inertia.
Right. Okay, all correct. Delusion, darkness. I think nobody mentioned that. Okay, Jagadish Mataji got it. Delusion, darkness, madness, inertia. Okay, now result. This one a one-word answer. Result.
Oh, sorry.
For goodness, Mataji, tell me. Mataji, tell me. I'm reading the chat and also listening to you.
Happy, satisfied.
One word starts with P.
Pious.
Yes, pious. What's the result for passion? Starts with, okay, the chat.
Misery.
Yes, misery. Finally, ignorance.
Foolishness.
Foolishness. Very good, La Mataji. Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Okay. 14, 14 and 14, 15 also. Anybody? Sheila Mataji, how about you? May I request you? Because I can only see your name here.
Okay, hold on. Let me just.
So that's 2 slokas actually.
Okay. Yada satve pravartetu pralavam yati dehaprat tadotama vidam lokan amalan pratipatyate rajasi pralayam katpa karma sangisu jayate tatta pralinas tamasi Mutta yonisi jayate. When one dies in the mode of goodness, he attains to the pure higher planets of the great sages. When one dies in the mode of passion, he takes birth among those engaged in fruitive activities. And when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal kingdom.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Very nice, Mataji. Okay, so recap, short recap. Goodness bound us with knowledge and happiness. Bound us to this material world with knowledge and happiness. Passion, it binds us with material fruitive activities. Ignorance, by madness, indolence, sleep. Okay. Now, let's look at this interesting part. Krishna is telling what happens when a person dies in the mood of goodness, what happens when he dies in the mode of passion, what happens when he dies in the mode of ignorance. So, question will be, inertia means inactive, Mataji. Inactive, not engaging in anything. Basically, it's malas lah. All right. Okay, so goodness. Okay, Mataji, welcome. Okay, so first I must tell you, what does it mean by dying in goodness? Does anybody have any idea? How does one die in the mood of goodness? Anybody would like to try? Stuff, right?
Like what you mentioned earlier, Mataji, like, those scientists or the poet, they die because they only think about they don't think about anything bad, but it's just that they have been doing just that, like getting more knowledge and stuff like that. So, that's what I think.
Okay, so you are saying how they have lived their life, right?
Yeah.
So now this one is, what does it mean by one dies in the mode of goodness? How could you even choose? I'm gonna die in the mode of goodness. I'm gonna die in mode of passion. I'm gonna die in mode of ignorance. Anybody? Share your knowledge when they are teaching. Boleh juga Kak Ajay Mataji? Right. Thinking of Krishna is transcendental. It's not goodness. It's
Getting
above
attached
that.
to what they're doing.
Sorry?
They're so attached to what they're doing.
So this is about at the point of death. What does it mean at the point of death? How do you know the person has died in the mode of goodness? No,
Is it
Mataji,
when the
devotional
time
service
they
is
are-
above. Sorry?
At the time of death, they are thinking about their teachings, or their
Or maybe when they're born.
students, or
Okay. Okay, not wrong, not wrong. Maybe they think about the subject of knowledge. Okay, what they think when they die. This is more of how they die. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you the answer coming. Okay, when they die on a certain auspicious time in a meditative mode, sometimes, I don't know, like the sages or the yogis, right? When they die in a samadhi mode or meditative mode, if that's possible. Or when they're surrounded by saintly people around devotees. Okay, a little close, right? And then dying in holy places like Banaras, Haridwar, Bank of Ganges. So these are all dying in the mode of goodness. So where do these people go? So Krishna says here, anybody can put in the chat box. So where such people go? Where do they go? Yes. No,
Vaikunta, is it?
not yet. Answer is in the translation. Yes, correct. Yes, higher planets. So there are planets for yogis. All right, so they go yogis or sages. There are so many planets. Okay, so these are considered higher planets. Okay, so there are 14 planetary systems, 7 higher, 7 lower. All right. Okay, so Krishna already given here. Okay, they go to the higher planets of the great sages like Brahmaloka, Tapaloka. Okay. All right. So
Mataji, sorry,
sorry.
Mataji. I'm sorry, Rimala Mataji here. Just one question, the short one. Okay, let's say the person who died in a holy place,
Holy place, okay.
holy place. Let's say the person has committed a crime earlier. Let's say he's earlier lah, he was a murderer, or he robbed a bank or something like that. Some bad karma that he has done. So does he still go to the higher planets when he
They
died?
can, yeah.
Eventually he died there lah. So how, Mataji?
Yeah, from what Krishna says here, they will go to the planet of great sages. However, up to the topmost planet, Krishna says birth and death take place. So they still have to come back after because they are dying in that mode of goodness. It's because they would have done some good things in the past. That's why they gotten that opportunity to leave the body in such situation. But if in that current life they have committed crimes and some abominable activities, they will go clear up their credit, and then they have to come back, and probably they have to suffer for their karmic reaction. So even one time Krishna said in Karma Yoga, he said the intricacies of karma is difficult to understand. So this will be the understanding Mataji, but I can find out more for you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Okay, thank you, Mataji. Okay. We are here now together in this BG class. What was the possibility of our mode did earlier in the past? What is done, Mataji, but what we are doing now, is akarma, right? There is no reaction to this. In fact, you are already treading your path towards the spiritual realization. You have begun your journey. So there is nowhere mentioned that something good will nullify the bad karmic activities that we have done in the past, nullify the reactions. We still have to go through that, right? So I hope that's okay. What was the possibility of our mode? I'm not so sure, Mataji. We don't know. We come across so many million species of life, so we don't know how we have been. So maybe some contact you would have, come across in your past birth, and that's why you are here. So there's always good and bad reactions, good and bad, or pious reactions. This could be your pious fruits. A lot of people in Varanasi hoping to die there. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Okay, so we are done with the goodness. Am I done everything? Okay, so like I mentioned, the results of action in goodness is piety, purity, happiness, knowledge. Okay. Mode of passion. Okay, where Krishna say they will go. They will take birth again among human. Okay, they'll be born as human again, engaged in fruitive activities. So how these people die? Anybody would like to guess how these people die? The people in the mode of passion. Oh no, not people in the mode of passion. How one dies in the mode of passion? Normal death when they are at home. It must be something that you're doing. Drunk to death. I think that's ignorance, Kajai Mataji. I think so. Sickness. Drugs also go under ignorance, right? Passion, Mataji, passion, not ready to die. In passion, yes, Vimala Mataji, would you like to elaborate? In passion? People dying at work. Yeah, that happens, right?
Probably dying in indulgence of their passion for women, or for
possible,
or even at work and neglecting their family.
Okay, all right. Yes, okay, that's correct, Mataji. Pushpa Mataji's also got a point there. Wow, Kaja Mataji, you hit the bullseye. I was waiting for that. Okay, now the answer. How people die in the mode of passion? Car racing. Yes, very good. So now we got all thinking, right? Stock market crash, heart attack. So that's how people can die also. So like this, they will take birth among people engaged in fruitive activity. They come back. The result is misery. Dying in ignorance. Okay, I think some already mentioned. How? Suicide, drugs, alcohol abuse, like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Who else? That's what I can recall now. So this destination is, Krishna says, animal kingdom. The result is foolishness. Okay, so again, recap. Death in goodness, planet of sages. Death in passion, human form of body. Death in ignorance, animal kingdom, lower species. So we should try to avoid this. Okay, it's very difficult to see what birth you're going to take in the next. Suicide, yes. Suicide is ignorance, Mataji. Okay, we have to move fast. 1426, let me just read, okay. Mamcha yovya bicharena bhakti yogena sevate saguna samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature, and thus comes to the level of Brahman. So goodness is good. Goodness is best among the three. But we still need to come out, because remember the Ravi Shankar story, he's taking 9 births. So how long more you're going to take birth again and again and again? You may be a professor, you may be a philosopher, you have everything, you're happy.
but you're still going to come back again. And when you come back again, you're still going to go through the fourfold miseries: birth, death, old age, disease. Okay, so we need to transcend this. So how to transcend? Krishna says, one who engaged in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances. You can transcend. Transcend, as I mentioned, overcome. Okay, go beyond. This is a story, but I'm really sorry, I got no time to play. I can play the video. I send the video to the group. Okay, 14.27. Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha sashvatasya cha dharmasya sukasya ekantikasya cha. And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Okay, let me go back here. Krishna says, a person who is engaged in devotional service transcends the modes of material nature and comes to the level of Brahman. And then he says, I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman. Remember, I was talking to you about the Jyoti, and there must be a source, right? If there's sun, if there's light from a bulb, so the source is the bulb, right? Okay, so I have some picture to show you. Okay, not this one. Yeah. Okay, see here. This is one universe. Each egg is one universe. Okay. All right. And this is the Brahma Jyoti. Can you see the ray that's coming out? Here also you can see on the left picture. The source is here. This is Krishna. So this is how Krishna is saying this Jyoti, Brahma Jyoti, is the basis of this Brahma Jyoti is him. So we should not stop at Brahma Jyoti level, no Jyoti level. I mean, this is just one aspect of Krishna. So we need to transcend further to Krishna, this driver of the train. This is the light of the train. Okay. So this is the, actually this is the loka I wanted to show you. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, I'm taking your time, but let me just go through this, yeah. Like I told you, there are 14 planetary systems. These are the lower ones. And this is the higher one. The lower one, we have all the one ending in la, atala, vitala, sutala, talatala, mahatala, rasatala, patala. Patala is the lowest. Okay, here we are here. We are in the middle. And then there are higher ones. The highest is Satyaloka, Lord Brahma's abode. And then Tapaloka, remember the planet of sages, Tapa, Tapasya, Bartapa. So this is how you remember. Janaloka also 7 sages. This is the loka of the 7 sages. Then we have Maharloka, Swarga Loka, heaven, heavenly planets. Actually, heaven is not one planet. Okay, the Bhagavatam say there are heavenly planets. Okay, this is the realm of the 33 million demigods and demons. Actually, demons are also at higher planet. Okay, these are the planets, lower planetary system, and this is lower mode. This is the ignorance mode here. Mahadev Lokaveda Mataji, I'm coming there. Okay, so we are here. We are in passion. We are in the middle, passion. Okay, here, this is goodness. So you can see the picture. This is goodness. This is passion. This is ignorance. All right. Okay, now, if you can see a small picture here, this is Lord Shiva, but let me show this one. Okay, here, can you see this? Above this material world, before the spiritual world, this is Kailash. Sadashiva resides here. Okay, he's not ordinary devas, he's more powerful, much more powerful than devas. Okay, he's Kailash here. So if we have this comparison that Krishna is milk and Lord Shiva is yogurt. So that's how, okay, that's the comparison we can make. Okay, he's here, Mataji. Okay, he's above the material world. Okay, and then we are below here. Okay, welcome, Mataji. Yeah, that's why he's called Mahadev. Correct, that's right. That's the right word. Okay, recap. Very important for your quiz. Okay, I saw the questions. I don't want you to get wrong. Can you put the 3 terms for the modes? I want the Sanskrit and also English in the chat box. Please, please, please. Cepat, cepat, cepat. Someone must get correct, huh? Okay, can we have the Sanskrit term as well? Goodness, Satum, correct. Satum, goodness, correct. Correct. Lagi. Passion, Rajas, correct. All right. Rajas, passionate, correct. Next, Tama. Ignorance, Tama. Okay, correct. Now, we are going to the conditioning. What are the conditioning of the three modes? For goodness, what is the conditioning? 2. Happiness. Yes, Tamari Mataji, sure. Happiness. Knowledge. Okay, hold on. Okay, this one I remember. 2, don't get confused. Next, passion. Those unlimited desire is a characteristic. What is how actually this mode binds us to the material world? That's the thing. Yes, Prema Mataji. Fruitive activity, because we want to engage in the activity again and again and again. Next, ignorance. There are 3 terms how they bind us to this material world. Madness, correct. Some more. Indolence, correct. Sleep. Betul? Very good, Mataji. Okay, next is I'm not going to go into characteristic and actions. I'm going to focus on the death in the 3 modes. Now, can somebody start off with the goodness? Where do they go? People who die in the mode of goodness. Planets. Higher planets of great sages. Very good. Next, passion. Where do they go? Passion. Yes, among the humans. Next, people who die in the mode of ignorance, where do they go? Animal kingdom. Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, last one. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Transcending the 3 modes. How do we transcend the 3 modes? 1. No, Mataji. Transcend. Brahmana can be in goodness and they can stop there if they don't want to put in more effort. Brahmana or goodness, Matajis. You remember Brahmana, learned person, they teach. How do we transcend? Engage in devotional service. Very good. Okay, whose mic is there? Could we please mute it, because we're going to run through one more time. Okay, important terms. You got it, Sattvam, goodness. Rajas, passion. Tamasic. Remember, it can be tamo or tama or tamasic, ignorance. All right. So those who are in the mode of goodness, they become conditioned due to this happiness and knowledge. In passion, they become conditioned because of this, and ignorant, they become conditioned because of this madness in the indolence and sleep. And when one dies in the mode of goodness, they attain the planets of sages. They die in passion. Humans in ignorance, they attain the animal kingdom. Okay, and activities done in the mode of passion results in, oh, I got one more. Okay, goodness. This is the result of goodness. What is the result of passion? Yes, misery. Betul. Result of a mode of ignorance, activities in the mode of ignorance. Very good. Foolishness. Okay, so goodness is pious. These are results. Yeah, don't confuse with the character conditioning, death in 3 modes, and transcending. Okay, goodness, pious, passion. The result is misery. The result of ignorance is foolishness. So to transcend the modes of material nature, one has to be engaged in full devotional service. So what is the easiest way to engage in full devotional service? You engage your eyes, your ears, your tongue, your fingers, your sense of touch, everything, your mind, body, soul, chanting. Can anybody read this? Oh yeah, we have somebody to read. Shanti Mataji. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. In the
That's okay.
practice of Krishna consciousness, the devotee engages all the gates, the whole body to reach the state of pure goodness. For example, the devotee uses the eyes and ears to read and hear the scriptures, the nostrils to smell flowers offered to the Lord, and the mouth to taste food offered to the Lord, and to chant the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So that is the conclusion. You see, it's very easy to do this. Okay. Yeah, so Bhagavad Gita kit is there. Srimad Bhagavatam is also available. Please update your data for the certificate purposes. So yeah, so please make yourself available on next Saturday. Next Saturday after 7, there will be online Zoom graduation for all of you. Okay, so make sure your attendance was 80% and the quiz catch up 100%. Okay. Thank you, Mataji's. Any questions? Got pass or fail? No lah, Mataji, tak ada. Don't worry, as long as you do, it's fine. That's good already. So today all 5/5, huh? Okay, Matajis, I will check. Milk and yogurt example. Okay, from the milk you can take yogurt. Okay, so the milk is the basis for the yogurt. But from the yogurt cannot go back to milk. You cannot take milk from yogurt. So the sauce, whatever it is, the sauce for the yogurt is milk. So that's the difference. But they are both milk based. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so I will check. I remember some regular names here. I will check your names for the quiz. I just need time. Mahatma Gandhi's death, huh? He said Ram, right? I'm not so sure, Mataji. I'm not able to. But I remember somebody say, oh no, okay, that was Nehru. Nehru was born again as animal or dog or something somewhere. Mahatma Gandhi, I've never heard. Okay, thank you, Mataji, Bindu Mataji. So whatever it is, we try to change the way that we are going to die. Okay. And if you have somebody around you, you want them to die in mode of goodness. So like I mentioned earlier, surround themselves with saintly people or devotee, some chanting, some scriptural reading. Remember the chapter 8, right? Attaining the Supreme. Thank you, Mataji. At 9 o'clock, I have another Zoom. When MG was MG means who, Mataji? Was dying, he was also. Oh, Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Okay. Not so sure. Hare Krishna, Mataji, Indra Mataji. Thank you.